Welcome back, Hub family, where fame meets facts and the stars never stop shining. If you're obsessed with the glitz, the gossip, and the untold stories of your favorite celebrities, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the secrets and scandals that will leave you speechless, so buckle up, subscribe, and hit that like button. Let's get started. Kim Kardashian, a name synonymous with reality television, fashion empires, and social media dominance, has long been a polarizing figure. Her ventures into criminal justice reform and her publicized pursuit of a legal career have added another layer to her public persona. In May 2025, Kardashian announced she had finally graduated law school after 6 years, a claim that sparked celebration from her supporters and skepticism from critics. However, various reports have called her achievement into question, labeling it a misrepresentation or even a scam. On May 21, 2025, Kim Kardashian shared a series of Instagram stories celebrating her completion of a legal education program, complete with a backyard graduation ceremony attended by family, friends, and notable figures like CNN's Van Jones. She captioned the posts, "I finally graduated law school after 6 years." The event was marked by personalized touches, such as flashcard-themed placemats and coffee cups adorned with mortarboard designs, reflecting her study efforts. Her sister Chloe praised the milestone as years and years in the making, while mentors lauded her dedication, noting she had committed 5,184 hours to her studies over 6 years. However, the celebratory narrative quickly drew scrutiny. On May 22, 2025, clarification came out that Kardashian did not graduate from law school, but had instead completed California's Law Office Study Program, LOSP, a non-traditional path that allows individuals to bypass accredited law schools. The user emphasized that she had not yet taken the California bar exam and thus cannot practice law. Understanding the Law Office Study Program. To evaluate the claims of deception, it's essential to understand the LOSP, also known as reading the law. In California, one of 4 U.S. states that permit this pathway, aspiring lawyers can qualify to take the bar exam by completing a 4-year apprenticeship under a practicing attorney or judge, coupled with passing the first-year law student's examination, commonly called the baby bar, and the Multi-State Professional Responsibility Exam, MPRE. This route, rooted in historical legal training practices, is rigorous and requires 18 hours of supervised study per week for 48 weeks annually. It's designed for those who cannot or choose not to attend traditional law school, offering an alternative that is often more affordable but equally demanding. Kardashian began her LOSP journey in 2018, apprenticing with a San Francisco law firm focused on criminal justice reform. She passed the baby bar in 2021 after 3 failed attempts, a milestone she celebrated publicly, acknowledging the difficulty of the process. In March 2025, she reportedly passed the MPRE, positioning her to take the California bar exam, the final hurdle to becoming a licensed attorney. Her program, originally intended to take 4 years, extended to 6 due to the COVID-19 pandemic and her demanding schedule as a businesswoman, reality star, and mother of 4. The law school misrepresentation. The crux of the controversy lies in Kardashian's use of the phrase, graduated law school. Critics argue this phrasing is misleading because it implies she attended a traditional, accredited law school, which she did not. Law schools in the United States typically grant a Juris Doctor degree after 3 years of full-time study, involving classroom lectures, seminars, and clinical programs. The LOSP, while a legitimate path to the bar, lacks the formal academic structure and institutional prestige of a law school. By equating her LOSP completion with a law school graduation, Kardashian invited accusations of exaggerating her achievement. Supporters, however, argue that the distinction is semantic. The LOSP requires comparable rigor covering the same core subjects, contracts, torts, and criminal law, as traditional law school curricula. Kardashian's mentors, including attorney Jessica Jackson, emphasized her dedication, noting she studied 18 hours a week, 48 weeks a year for 6 straight years, while juggling her other responsibilities. Her advocates, including fans and figures like Ivanka Trump, who called her my favorite law school graduate, frame her journey as inspiring, particularly for someone without a college degree. They point out that the LOSP is a recognized pathway in California, and her completion of it qualifies her to sit for the bar exam, the same ultimate test faced by Juris Doctor graduates. Public perception and the scam narrative. Critics argue that her high-profile status and wealth create a perception that her achievements are unearned or orchestrated for media attention. Some users mocked her for taking 6 years to complete a 4-year program and for failing the baby bar 3 times, suggesting she lacks the intellectual rigor for a legal career. Others speculated that her pursuit was a vanity project or an attempt to bolster her brand as a criminal justice reform advocate. This skepticism is not new. As early as 2020, when Kardashian announced progress in her studies, she faced questions about whether her legal aspirations were genuine or a means to burnish her well-known brand. Her involvement in high-profile clemency cases, such as the 2018 commutation of Alice Marie Johnson's life sentence, has been both praised and scrutinized. Supporters highlight her tangible impact, including her role in the First Step Act and her advocacy for wrongfully convicted individuals. Critics, however, argue that her efforts are selective, focusing on cases that garner media attention, and that her lack of formal legal training undermines her credibility. The broader implications. The controversy over Kardashian's law school claims raises questions about privilege, access, and the democratization of legal education. The low SP, while rigorous, is an unconventional path that bypasses the financial and time barriers of traditional law school, which can cost upwards of $150,000 and require a bachelor's degree for admission. Kardashian's choice of this route, necessitated by her lack of a college degree, aligns with her narrative of creating her own lane, as she stated in 2019. The state bar doesn't care who you are. Everyone can take this route if you live in a state where this is allowed. Yet her wealth and fame, which afford her access to top mentors and resources, fuel perceptions that her journey is less meritocratic than she claims. Moreover, the debate reflects broader societal tensions about celebrity influence in serious fields like law. Kardashian's visibility amplifies her advocacy, drawing attention to issues like criminal justice reform, but it also invites cynicism about her motives. Her upcoming role as a lawyer in Ryan Murphy's Hulu series All's Fair further blurs the line between her real and performative legal personas, prompting critics to question whether her studies are a means to an end for her entertainment career. Did Kim really graduate? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and thank you for watching.